balls away. While you guys are getting after it after these great jackpots, we got some great jackpots to go over that went out just yesterday. We gave out 6 yesterday, meaning we've given out 28 jackpots over the last 7 days and 193 jackpots during this season 13.
That's right. We are loving how many jackpots we're giving out. And just yesterday, we gave the first one out to Mike B. They were playing over at American Legion Brooklyn Center and took home $858.
Good job, Mike B. We also had Rich over at Black Bear Lounge and Saloon taking home $7,641, the largest jackpot of that Wednesday, going out to Rich.
Yeah, nicely done, getting just a little bit richer. But next up, we had Big L's taking a big win over at the Midi, and they took home $640. Nicely done.
Good job, Big L's. We also had Aqua Crew over at Trapper's Bar and Grill taking home $676. Good job, Aqua Crew. Always makes me want to go scuba diving whenever I see that name.
When I see that name, I think of that weird Wes Anderson movie we watched with Robin Williams now. Not Robin Williams. Who's the...
Yeah, I think it might have been Robin Williams.
It's not Robin Williams.
It wasn't?
No.
Who's the guy from What About Bob?
I can't think of his name.
I can't remember.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. That's who
Bill
it was.
Murray in the Wes Anderson film about the Aqua Crew. That's what I think of.
It was definitely a different one, but it's super interesting that's what it reminds you of. We do have a red over at American Legion Fridley taking home $55.90 in this game number 1 of Game Day Bingo. Good job, Red, as we will now begin to roll into a game number 2 with that minor prize clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. But yeah, I definitely think of just scuba diving, snorkeling, and all that kind of great stuff that comes with being an Aqua Crew. I loved it when I went snorkeling in Mexico when I was around 19 years old. I really, really enjoyed that. I went on 2 different boat rides that went snorkeling when I was down there, and both times were just really, really cool. The first time, though, I got with a bunch of people that were not rule-following Aqua Crew people, and they let me do whatever I wanted, which was absolutely awesome. And I could just like take my snorkel out, and I could just with my goggles just swim down as wherever I wanted. Like if there was like anything sunk down into the water, I would swim down and like see what it was, and I'd look all up close with it. And I remember it was just really, really cool. And then the second time we went around, there were like life jackets, snorkels have to be in at all times, and everything like that. It was still a really fun experience where we got to see all this amazing visuals and stuff like that. But I definitely preferred the first time where they, broke the rules a little bit, and I was able to swim around and see all the different things a little bit more up close. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to go scuba diving or snorkeling or anything of that sort, but I think that'd be super fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I suggest to a lot of people to do, because those you don't realize how beautiful those coral reefs are until you actually go down there and you see all the amazing colors and just life that's down there.
I'm just nervous about disturbing it. Like, I don't want to accidentally touch and ruin anything.
I know that's probably why they don't want people swimming around without.
I just saw a video of a woman who knocked off a huge chunk of coral reef, and it made me so viscerally mad.
Yeah,
I was like, don't do that. Just go by the beach. Like, stop.
I never touched any of the coral when I got my ability to like swim down up close to everything. I just would swim down.
I was like, you just ruined hundreds of years of it.
Yeah, kind of just like get really close to like where I was, and I would, when I say really close, I mean like probably like 5 yards away, kind of deal.
Even if you were closer, as long as you're not touching the thing, like, it's completely fine. You're observing it, you're respecting it, like you're doing it the way you're supposed to.
I didn't want that. I didn't want my when I decided to swim back
ripples.
up for me to like the waves from me pushing on the water for it to mess up any of the coral reefs. So I didn't get much closer than that. But I did get really close to some of like the wreckage that was down there near the pier,
are cool.
And that was really, really interesting, as there was fish swimming all around it, and you could even like go down as you got like lower down. You could actually like see like within like the different structures that had fallen down there, and just like it was just a really, really cool to see all the fish swimming through this structure, and it was all just really, really interesting. So I would suggest it to anybody to go snorkeling in those areas. I definitely want at some point to be able to go snorkeling in Hawaii, just because I know that coral reef is beautiful there.
Yeah, I've always wanted to not necessarily go like coral reef scuba diving, but I've always wanted to go wreckage diving.
Oh.
I have always wanted to go to like sunken ships and things of that sort, but now that I'm getting older, I feel like I've gotten more of almost a fear of like, not necessarily like shipwrecks. I think those are so interesting and they don't scare me in the slightest, but like underwater, like submerged past civilizations and like buildings that are now submerged and just like man-made things that
Seems
are
a
now
little freaky.
submerged. I'm like, or statues that are now, I hate that.
Really?
I hate it.
There was a bunch of
Freaks me out.
statues in Mexico in the place where I was
That would be
swimming around
terrifying
at.
for me.
There was a bunch of different statues down there, and I remember it was really, really interesting to me.
They're so cool, but they creep me out now.
Okay, I get that. It kind of feels like you know, when you're when they walk through all the frozen statues of the people in Narnia when in that
horrible.
scene kind of
It's
deal.
horrible. Like I've seen clips of people going underwater diving to wreckages, and there's like just like columns of like statues standing like soldiers, and I'm like, ew.
You're like, this is weird.
Ew.
This is creepy.
Or like when they're all in a circle, I'm like, ew.
I get it. I get it. I definitely would love to do that kind of stuff. I would love to try scuba diving, as I've never done scuba diving. I've done snorkeling, which was, I mean, a really, really cool experience. But being able to go like even deeper and see like more what's actually down there would be really, really interesting to me. So good job, Aqua Crew, taking home that nice jackpot on Wednesday. $676 going out to you, and just made us think about how bucket list things we want to do, and you know, maybe check some of them off by snorkeling.
We got Sophie over at the dam taking home that must-go prize, $12.10. Nicely done, going out to you in this round number 2. We're about to begin in our third round of Game Day Bingo for you guys during this lunchtime show. So make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting ready, as that minor prize is back up to 56 balls or less for you guys.
Oh yeah, but continuing on with the jackpots that went out yesterday, the 5th jackpot to go out on that Wednesday went out to Kelly over at Whiskey River Saloon, taking home $644. Good job, Kelly.
Nicely done. And our final jackpot to go out yesterday went out to We Win, naming it and claiming it, playing over at the Blue Line Sports Bar and Grill. They ended up taking home $604 yesterday.
Yeah, good job to all of our winners on those jackpots yesterday. Hopefully we can see some more winners today, as we just got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next live bingo game. While you guys are getting enrolled for it, if you're not playing live bingo, check out our e-tabs. We have a re-release of a new and improved version of the original Pilot Games favorite, Finnegan's Gold. This game is great with 4 bonus rounds, an instant win, a wheel, a balloon bonus, and a free play round to unlock. If you unlock more grids of symbols in the free play, that will lead to even more wins, which is really, really cool stuff. It's going to be a really fun game, and we love seeing one of those, you know, Pilot Games originals being reworked to be able to go back onto your guys' iPads, and you guys get more gameplay of it.
Absolutely, and we're just a month away from St. Patty's Day season, so what better way to get ready for the Irish luck than that? Check out that awesome e-tab game. We would love to hear your guys' feedback, but if you want to stay up to date with everything happening with Pilot Games, we release awesome promo videos when we have these new e-tabs hitting the market with you guys, and you guys can check all of that info out on our Facebook page. Once you look up Pilot Games, give us a like and follow. That way you'll be able to keep up with all of that awesome stuff, including our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and even utilizing that link tree. If you click our website link, it's got direct links to our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and even all the locations around Minnesota that you guys can check out Pilot Games at. It is an awesome one, and even if you got any questions, leave them right on there, and we're super quick to answer you right back.
Oh yeah, if Mad Dog doesn't do it before us. But yeah, definitely a great one. A great way to see that preview of Finnegan's Gold, which is super, super fun stuff. A great leprechaun-themed e-tab game. When you think of leprechauns, what is the first leprechaun you think of?
It's horrible.
Because you want to know what John thinks of? He thinks of the movies Leprechaun.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah.
And it's got what's her name? Jennifer Aniston. Yeah.
Young Jennifer Aniston.
It's one of her first roles.
Stardom. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is her first role. It might be one of her first roles. Anyway, it's horrible. They're horrible, scary movies. It's a disgusting little leprechaun. And yeah, that's the leprechaun I think of.
Really? That is the first one? I've never seen those movies.
Really? Oh my goodness. They're pretty bad. They were pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Leprechaun was her first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for her appearance. She had acted in several other TV shows before making her big screen debut in Leprechaun. That is hilarious. I don't think she's in any of the others, is she?
No, she's in the first one.
And then doesn't make it in the. She probably becomes too big of a star to be in
Ew,
those movies.
horrible.
But that is hilarious. I mean, not the Lucky Charms Leprechaun.
No.
This Leprechaun. I mean,
When I think of Lucky Charms, I think of the marshmallows. I don't think of the leprechaun.
You don't think of the Leprechaun?
Not
That's
a single inkling.
First thing I think of when I think of
No.
Leprechaun. I mean,
Look at this horrible little
he's
creature.
trying to protect his Lucky Charms. Like that's what his whole goal is.
He's gonna kill you if you take his Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure that the Lucky Charms, if you succeeded, he would be too nice about it either. But
They're horrible.
those seem really freaky. I wouldn't enjoy watching that whatsoever.
Yeah, but she's super young in it.
That is, yeah, she does look extremely young in that movie. Really, really crazy to see. I also think of The Luck of the Irish, that movie,
yeah.
as that one's a classic, Disney classic right there. Trying to think of any other leprechauns that appeared throughout my life.
Really, there's an episode of Charmed, the original series.
Okay.
That's like just like a 90s
Yes.
witches sitcom,
Uh-huh.
and there's an episode of leprechauns, and that sticks in my head as well.
Ah, I think there was yeah, I can't remember what it was, but there's lots of leprechauns around. We do have a winner here as we got Merv one ball away from taking home the minor prize in this one, but over at the Shortstop Tavern taking home $10.50. Good job, Merv, in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We will now be getting enrolled into a game number 4 with that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play. Should have some high likelihood to see this thing go out.
Absolutely. And the guy who played Steve Dukes, that's what his name is. He's actually a pretty well-known actor who played the leprechaun. Oh, no, that's not his name. I don't know who this is, but the guy who plays the leprechaun on Charmed is a pretty well-known actor.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, but that seems super interesting.
Yeah. Well, check out Finnegan's Gold.
Yeah, some fun leprechauns. You got the mobile
gosh.
leprechaun. You got the Lucky the leprechaun from Lucky
Okay.
Charms.
Lubden.
The leprechaun from the horror movies Leprechaun. Notre
Not a
Dame's leprechaun from the Fighting Irish Notre Dame. You got Lucky the leprechaun, the Boston Celtics, mascot. O'Reilly the leprechaun from O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Oh no, it's from The Simpsons. Is O'Reilly the leprechaun?
Okay.
Hornswoggle
Mm-hmm.
from debuted in World Wrestling Entertainment, so the WWE.
Has their own leprechaun.
Oh Pat, Oh Mike was Looney Tunes version of Leprechauns, and Darby O'Gill and the Little People is from a Sean Connery film. It looks like, yeah.
Interesting. It's a Disney adventure show.
Yeah, interesting stuff. So some popular leprechauns from pop culture over the last
Well, I have to
few
say,
years.
Finnegan must be. I think he's my favorite leprechaun.
Finnegan, yeah,
He gives out gold.
He also has one of the best names, too, Finnegan.
Yeah.
It's better than any of the other names on
Oh,
this list.
absolutely.
I totally think. Well, good job checking out that new eTap game, Finnegan's Goal, if you guys are doing so. If you're not, get enrolled in just 40 seconds. We're going to be getting after some great prizes in Game Day Bingo. If we don't give out this major prize in this upcoming game, it will be clicking up from 49 balls or less to, I think, 50 balls or less. And we'll be playing these Game Day Bingo games all the way till 1 p.m. with you guys. That's when we leave you guys off for some unhosted bingo. Getting started off with Lucky 4 Bingo at 1 p.m. With $84,000 on the line, you'll definitely want to check that one out. But if it doesn't go out, it will be growing and rolling over to our happy hour. Before you get into our happy hour, though, you'll be playing more Game Day Bingo from 1 all the way till 4 unhosted. Well, you'll have more opportunities at that mega, major, and minor prize, whatever we leave them off from during while we're building them up during this 12 to 1 time.
Absolutely. And then right at 4, Ian and I are going to be back for that second round round of Lucky 4 Bingo and 23 games of Skull Bingo. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're starting off with that Skull Bingo line prize at $256 at 10 balls or less, a large frame at $17,921 at 43 balls or less, not to mention that coverall jackpot $52,307 already at 50 balls or less. These are some of the best progressives we got on the line today. Make sure you guys are coming out for our happy hour show tonight, and after those 23 rounds of Skull Bingo, we'll finish off with our final opportunity at Lucky 4 at 6 p.m., where if you guys don't take it home in that 1 or 4 opportunity, it should be closing in on 85 grand by then. And after that, we'll let you guys loose, and you'll get to finish off your night with some uninterrupted game day bingo running from 6 to 10 tonight. Whatever those cash prizes grew throughout the day, that's what you guys get to pick right back up and continue playing them throughout your night. But usually we have some interruptions that happen on our nighttime shows between that 6 to 10 time, and the next times that you guys can check those out are next Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday night is our MegaSota game night. It happens each and every Tuesday at 6:40. It's an awesome game night where we got Tony and Nikki taking on over for that special night to give out some PGL points and jackpots along the way. They did not give out their jackpot jungle coverall. That's their grand finale game. So next Tuesday night, you can check that out on a $1 card. You can take home $10,980 in 54 balls or less. It's a lot of fun. And just last night, we had our second special night that you guys can check out each and every Wednesday at 7, Wild Wednesday. You know more about that, so I'll let you tell them about it.
It happens at 7 o'clock every single Wednesday. We play a lot of great PGL games and giving out a bunch of great prizes. Even play a high-low game usually to start it off, as the #1 player in the state takes home a great prize, but the worst player in the state actually takes home the exact same prize. Just don't find yourself right in the middle. It's definitely fun stuff there in that Wild Wednesday, so make sure you guys come out at 7 o'clock every single Wednesday for some more of that great PGL game night action. We do have 61 balls dropped in this game, meaning we've clicked past all of our jackpots, and we're giving out a must-go.
That's right. Merv over at Shortstop Tavern and Joe at Castaway's Isle are both splitting up that $20 must-go. Nicely done to both of you players. In this game number 3, game number 4, we're about to be enrolled in a game number 5 now. Make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting enrolled, as that minor prize clicks up to 60 balls or less for you guys, hopefully closing in on $100 this next round.
Yeah, as well as that major prize, clicking up from 49 to 50 balls or less. Should be great stuff in this game number 5. Make sure you guys are continuing to get enrolled and press play. Looks like that minor prize is now clicking over $100. We'll see in just a little bit. There it is, $100 on that minor prize, 60 balls or less, just 2 minutes to get enrolled as we get into some National Day action. The first one being National Almond Day. On February 16th each year, National Almond Day recognizes the versatile and healthy almond. This delicious nut is native to the Middle East and thrives in warm, dry climates with mild winters. The day celebrates the benefits and uses of almonds.
Absolutely. I'm a big almond fan. I prefer almond milk. I prefer the almond over most peanuts or nuts.
Yeah, you were just talking about how one of your favorite Kind bars, it has almonds within it.
The chocolate sea salt almond one.
Yes.
It's the best Kind bar ever.
Yeah, I know you were obviously talking about that this morning, as Will, I think, picked up the exact, Kind bar that you enjoy.
I was like, is that the chocolate almond sea salt one? And he goes, are you talking about the chocolate almond sea salt one? And I was like, that's exactly what I said. And he was like, then yes. I was like, that's the best one.
Yes, absolutely. Well, some fun fact, some nutrition facts about almonds is that almonds deliver a massive amount of nutrients. It has great fiber, protein, healthy fats, vitamin E, magnesium, and manganese, as well as containing manganese, and also having a decent amount of copper and vitamin B2.
Yeah, they're super good for you. They're super good for, is it heart health as well?
I'm sure we're going to talk about a few health facts about it.
Okay. Well, let's hear the next one. Apparently, they're loaded with antioxidants, and they help protect against the oxidative stress, and they can damage molecules in your cells, and it contributes to inflammation, aging, and diseases like cancer.
Wow, absolutely huge helps there. Almonds are also high in vitamin E. Vitamin E is a family of fat
soluble antioxidants.
These antioxidants tend to build up in the cell membrane in your body, protecting your cells from oxidative damage.
Very
Really
cool.
interesting stuff.
They even can assist with blood sugar control, as nuts are low in carbs and high in healthy fats, protein, and fiber. It makes them a good choice for people with diabetes. Another boon of that's funny. Another benefit of almonds is they're remarkably high in magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral involved in more than 300 bodily processes, including blood sugar control and many others.
Wow, that is really, really cool. Just great stuff. Magnesium is also benefits blood pressure levels, which is huge. And as we know, there's a lot of magnesium within almonds. Almonds can lower cholesterol levels as well, also known as lowering bad cholesterol, which is absolutely huge. Super cool stuff. Almonds also prevent harmful oxidation of LDL cholesterol.
Yeah. Pretty much the same thing.
That helps with blood pressure and stuff like that. Eating almonds reduces hunger, lowering your overall calorie intake. I know it's one of the more filling, low-carb snacks that you can have. And last but not least, almonds may be effective for weight loss. Nuts contain several nutrients that your body struggles to break down and digest. Your body does not absorb about 10 to 15% of the calories in nuts. Additionally, some evidence suggests that eating nuts can boost your metabolism slightly.
Yes, there is a young girl that I just started following on TikTok. She posts her morning routines, and she does 3:30 morning routines Monday through Friday. She's dedicated. She's on her 4th year of doing it consistently. It's awesome. Before I talk about her more, we do have a winner.
Joe over at Castaway Isles is taking home a nice minor jackpot, $120, one ball away from taking home the major prize on this one. Good job, Joe. I mean, a nice $120 prize in this game number 5. We will now be getting rolled into a game number 6 with that must-go prize of $37.50. Only growing as you guys get enrolled into this upcoming game. Should be a nice must-go for this game number 6.
Absolutely, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled. But I was starting to talk about a girl with a very dedicated morning routine, and every single morning she said that she has found the most effective way to suppress her appetite in the morning, to help her maintain her weight loss and everything like that, is eat a handful of raw almonds and walnuts.
Wow, yeah, it makes sense because
she does it every single morning.
Yeah, high in fiber, which fiber is known to decrease your diet.
Yeah, and walnuts help with brain function and cognitive ability, apparently. There's a whole bunch of other stuff.
Lots of nutrition there as well within that. That's a great morning snack if you're trying to, cut back on the calories that you're intaking, as they are also low in calories, high in nutrients.
Absolutely. Well, happy National Almond Day. What's your favorite way to eat an almond?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, a chocolate-covered almond is absolutely delicious.
But a smokehouse almond?
Smokehouse almonds are up there. They're really, really good. I don't know if they surpass a dark chocolate almond is so tasty. And I'll probably go with just the smokehouse almond, just because I think I eat that in more I would eat that more often than I would eat a chocolate almond. I would eat chocolate almonds very consistently if I had them around all the time.
Yeah, I go through phases of getting them.
Yes,
We've been out of a phase.
Yeah, I know. We haven't had them in a while, which is probably good for us because we're trying to, be a little bit more healthy, not as snacky.
Yes, that's a problem.
Yeah, so I've been trying to cut down on my snacks. So almonds haven't been nearly as much in my diet, but I could definitely use that as, maybe if I try and, do a little bit more.
I'm very excited because I think this year I really would like to start making my own milk alternatives at home. And so I think I would really like to try to make my own almond milk because I feel like I could make it taste better than the silk almond milk that we buy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but
you're just gonna drink whatever I make.
Whatever milk comes around, I'll just drink it. It seems like a good deal for me. We got 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 6. 52 balls or less for that minor, 50 balls or less for that major, and 45 balls or less for that 10 grand mega.
Absolutely. Ben says he needs a high in calorie appetite, and it increases his to appetite increasing morning meal.
Yes. No, that's that's just eating a lot.
Like cake.
I mean, appetite increasing morning meals is just
High in calorie, appetite increasing.
yeah, I know sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, if you can consume sugar in the morning,
A chocolate cake.
yeah, something maybe protein pancakes with some syrup on it could definitely help you out. If you get
That's
those
pretty
natural
filling.
with those natural sugars as well, you could with you know
Yeah,
like
actually, coincidentally enough, Ben actually got me something like that. I ended up with it in our not Secret Santa, the White Elephant.
yes,
we did.
you did.
With
You
the
ended
present that he provided
yes,
for the group.
We got a little waffle maker.
Yes, we did with some protein pancake mix.
Yeah, and it was awesome. It's definitely a great little gift there, and
It was perfect.
that would probably be the best suggestion if I could get, you know, if Ben was actually asking for a suggestion.
If you really want to know.
You know, get something with a little bit of sugar in it with a high dense calorie meal. Should increase your appetite in the morning. Just eating a little bit of nuts, though, if you're trying to lose some weight, is a great way as well, as I know a lot more of us struggle with losing weight than we do with gaining weight. We do have 23 balls dropped in this one, as we are now getting we are now going to get after this next National Day, as it's National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. National Do a Grouch a Favor Day is a call to kindness on February 16th. Everyone knows a grouch, and some of us may even be guilty of being one. On February 16th, maybe you can be the one to find the sweeter side of a grouch.
Yeah, I'm guilty. I can be a grouch sometimes.
I was about to say, I find the sweeter side of you all the time.
I was to say I can be a grouch.
But it's only periodic. Like, you're just coming off of a week of being like a grouch.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
like,
goodness,
and
I had a rough week and a
yeah,
half.
you were just you were emotionally,
I was
physically just
drained.
drained in all aspects, and so you like I don't blame you at all for being a grouch.
Yeah,
but,
I was just getting pulled in 152 ways.
yeah, and so you were just a little bit more.
I was just spread thin.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to even call that being grouchy,
Yeah,
but
just tired.
yeah, you were just tired, really, and that may mean you're a little bit more grouchy than
Yeah,
normal. But
it
I
is.
feel like
if
you're
anything,
never
it's just
really
like
that
I'm emotional.
grouchy.
I feel like I'm just get emotional, not grouchy.
Yeah, no, you really don't get that grouchy. I'm just teasing you. National Do a Grouch a Favor Day, a great day to maybe someone who's feeling a little down. Maybe they seem like they're angry on that day, on this day for some reason. You can go out there and maybe make that little case to be like, okay, maybe this day isn't as bad as whatever you're dealing with.
Ben saying that he can be a grouch too sometimes, so I guess you got to do him a favor. He
Yeah,
already
oh.
did. He just gave you advice about bulking in the morning.
My amazing advice is gonna, it's kind of like you
That's your favor.
lead it. Teach a person how to fish, whatever that statement is. We got Super D over at Carboni's Pizzeria. Taking home the nice Musco prize of $58 on this one. Good job, Super D, in this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo. We are now getting rolled into a game number 7 with that minor prize. Clicking up once again, $54, 54 balls or less for that minor prize. Trying to get after $47, just growing as you guys get enrolled.
Absolutely, but it's give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat forever.
Yes, that's my that's basically kind of my bulking tips for Ben. I'm giving him lifelong advice that will just help him forever.
Apparently, we're just aiding in his grouchiness.
we're just aiding in it. Okay, well, I guess
We'll just start calling you Oscar. Is that what his name is? Oscar the Grouch?
yeah, that is. I used to have an Oscar the Grouch T-shirt at one point in my life.
Yeah, did you wear it with your Cookie Monster hat?
No,
That was
because
too
that
much?
wouldn't go with it. I would obviously only wear my Cookie Monster hat with my Cookie Monster shirt. That was the only way I was gonna do it. I mean, why? Doesn't match at all. The light blue with the green doesn't work.
Sorry.
Maybe I would wear it with Elmo. At least that's a blue and red. Works a little bit better together. But blue and green, that blue in particular, I feel like just doesn't go with that green. Just ridiculous statement right there. We got 1 minute to get enrolled in this upcoming game. 54 balls or less for the minor prize. Should be some great stuff as you guys are getting enrolled. And hopefully we can give out some great prizes in this game.
Absolutely. Just a minute to get enrolled, so make sure you guys are getting ready and getting those iPads enrolled. But we're going to move on from our national days. So happy National Almond Day and National Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
Yeah. We are going to get into a little bit of Twins news. Yeah, we're not doing a great job today. We got a little Twins news as we're going to be checking in with top prospect, the second best prospect from our Twins, Royce Lewis, the shortstop. Lewis began the 2022 season with a AAA in St. Paul. It was a substantial leap given he just played 33 games at AA 2 years prior. He looked every bit like he belonged in 24 games to start the season. Lewis owned a .993 OPS and had an even more impressive 20-17 strikeout to walk ratio. His plate discipline translated to a 0.43 OBS OBP, and he blasted a trio of home runs alongside 11 doubles. After the injury to starting shortstop Carlos Correa, Lewis found himself making his minor league debut at a position some wondered whether he could hold down. The bat played in the big leagues, and although the plate discipline slid some, he more than held his own offensively in the field. Lewis looked the part of a natural shortstop and made plenty of throws that suggested he could stick at that position. Even after Correa returned from injury, Lewis still found a way to force his way onto Rocco Baldelli's 26-man roster.
Absolutely. That's some fun stuff to hear about.
Yeah, a guy that's doing really, really good stuff for our Twins, continues each and every year to improve, and we're hoping that this year he can make an even bigger improvement and make his way into one of those great spots for us as a batter, just being, a really good batter, or he can find his way somewhere in the infield.
Absolutely. Well, we'll keep you guys updated with everything happening with Correa and our Twins in their off season. And if you want to show your support with them, you absolutely can by playing the awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for, Twins Win. You can check out that home run derby bonus round where if you pick out a lucky batter, you can end up taking home some Grand Slam prizes. It's a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to go play it.
Yeah, and I feel like I reacted a little bit like a grouch when you brought up the whole entire Cookie Monster hat with, Grouch
yeah, you really
t-shirt.
played into the Oscar vibe.
And so, I was being a little bit of a grouch there, and I'd like to admit to you that I 100% did wear the Cookie Monster hat with the Grouch t-shirt.
I knew you did.
I just really didn't want to admit it, It's a phase of my life that I'd like to forget. Okay. It was the same phase as when I was wearing Aeropostale and stuff like that, okay? So it was
that's like we're in middle school. Obviously, we're going to be ugly in middle school.
Such bad fashion. But, I loved it. I loved it, to be honest.
And then you see middle schoolers nowadays, and
they look great. They actually know how to dress. Well, we do have Steve over at our place on 3rd taking home a nice Musco prize of $21.50. Good job, Steve, over at our place on 3rd, taking home a nice Musco as we are now getting enrolled into a game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. But yeah, no.
I just wish I could have seen Ian and his fellow brothers in their middle school phases.
We were all goofy.
Because they look so different to how the three of them look now.
We were goofy looking for a bit.
And you were all so silly looking, and I wish I could be there for it.
And, it was funny because...
I wish I could see Little Kid Gabe so bad. I feel like I missed a pivotal part of
Little Kid Gabe was super cute.
He was angry. He had big eyes with his glasses.
His little bowl cut.
I just... I feel like I missed so much, and I want to be around for that.
Ben said, speak for yourself. I was a stud.
Yeah, all 60 pounds of you?
Oh, Ben was awesome. I love the phase in our life where Ben is, we're generally similar-sized people now. But he, there was a phase where I was, I think a sophomore in high school, and Ben was a 6th or 7th grader at the time. I think 7th grader at the time. And it was, he just hadn't hit puberty at all, and there was a huge size difference in between us. He looked like my elementary school brother when he was really only 3 to 4 years younger than me. But it was a really funny phase in our life where then he just sprouted up, the next few years after that, catching up to me and even getting taller than me by the end of it all being said. But it was really funny.
Apparently he was big for middle school.
He was I was tall in middle school.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. But we got 50 seconds to get enrolled in this upcoming game. Should be some fun stuff.
Absolutely, but as you guys are playing these game day bingo games, you're taking home awesome prizes, and if you're taking home those prizes, you're also taking home points towards our game day bingo standings. We have been having players compete all season 13 long so far, and I'll just jump right into our player standings, because in 10th place, getting pushed out of a tie in 9th, we had Mindy May over at HR Pasties, currently sitting with 21,000 points. 9th place, though, it's Bug over at the Toy Box Saloon with 22,000. Then we had a tie getting formed up in 7th place between Mike over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill New Brighton and 1308 over at the Red Fox Tavern. They both now sit with 23,000. Right ahead of them with 24,000. In 6th place, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place, though, is Funk at Maynard's of Excelsior with 25,000. With 27,000 points, in 4th place, it's Bucko over at the Green Lantern. 3rd place, it's Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 35,000. With exactly 50,000 points, in 2nd place, we have Tanya at Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery. And in 1st place, we got Boba at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 56,000 points.
Yeah, definitely great stuff going out for those players in those game day bingo standings. Now onto the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Maynard's of Excelsior with 40,000 points. With 42,000 points in 9th place, we got the Lincoln Depot. 8th place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 45,000 points. With 47,000 points in 7th place, getting bumped back from 6th, we got Outtakes. Moving up from 7th into 6th place, bumping back Outtakes, we got Sherwood Lounge with 48,000 points. With 50,000 points in 5th place, we got Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery with 50,000 points. With 56,000 points in 4th place, moving back from 3rd, we have Chart House. Moving up from 4th into 3rd with now 67,000 points, we have Shady's Railside. 2nd place is Quarter Bar Goodhue with 96,000 points. And in 1st place, the only location in the 100,000 point club, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 109,000 points. Awesome stuff to all those locations, killing it in the games that you're playing right now as you guys are earning points for these game day bingo standings as you're playing.
Absolutely, and if you guys didn't know, each and every round that minor prize does not go out, it clicks up 2 balls for you guys, and only when that minor prize finally goes out to one of you lucky players does it revert back to that 52 ball count. But not just that, each and every day, at the end of our day, whatever those cash prizes grew to, they get carried on over to our next day, but that minor prize will reset at that 52 ball count each and every morning. That's how you guys can tell when we're going to be clicking up in ball count for you guys, so make sure you guys know when to play that game day bingo and take home these prizes all day long. But if you guys want to check out some of our eTab games, we were highlighting Finnegan's Gold for you guys. It's the latest one back and better than ever on the iPads for you guys this week. Today's your first day to check it out. It's back and it's awesome and it's a great theme to get you guys ready for St. Patty's Day in the next upcoming month. Before we talk about our other different charitable eTab games that we offer here with you guys, we've got a winner in this round.
Oh yeah, well, good job to Red over at American Legion Fridley, taking home that nice prize of $28.10.
Yes.
Good to you, Red, as we are now going to get enrolled into a game number. What game number is it now?
Game number 9.
Game number 9. So
That's
make sure you
right.
guys are continuing to get enrolled. Press play. 58 balls or less for $105. Should be some great stuff as you guys are getting after it. But have we talked about all of our eTabs?
Not the rest of them. I talked about Finnegan's Gold, though.
Over 70 different charitable eTab
That's
games that you
right.
can choose from outside of Finnegan's Gold. You can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. You'll definitely want to check them out, as well as, like Jordy said, that new eTab game, Finnegan's Gold.
Absolutely. They're a lot of fun. So, guys, make sure you guys go check them out in your free time. But you have just about 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next round of Game Day Bingo. Game number 9. We have about 4 rounds left of this Game Day Bingo that we're going to be here live with you guys for. So make sure you guys make the most of it and take home these cash prizes. We're looking out to give another one of these minor prizes out, if not one of these majors or megas. But as you guys get enrolled, we have some on this day in music history. And in 1974, Planet Waves becomes the first Bob Dylan album to reach #1 in the U.S.
I wonder what that Planet Waves all had in the album, as Bob Dylan, obviously huge artist. That it was Forever Young was in that one. You also had
You Angel You, Tough Mama.
Something there is about you. Never Say Goodbye, Going Gone. Lots of big time hits. Yeah, there's definitely some that I've definitely recognized. biggest one being Forever Young.
Well, maybe listen to some Bob Dylan today and celebrate Planet Waves hitting number 1 in 1974. Also on this day in 2011, Lady Gaga's Born This Way makes history, becoming the Billboard's top 100th charts 1,000th number 1. It is a tremendous honor, Gaga tells Billboard, to be the 1,000th member on the number 1 on Billboard. I would be silly not to say that this is the greatest honor of my career so far.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like is really, really cool because it's something that no one else could ever do. Like you can be the only 1,000th number one hit ever kind of thing, and so really cool for a Lady Gaga. And
that song went nationwide.
That's a huge hit. Born This Way. I actually think I just re-downloaded that onto my Apple Music not too long ago.
I miss old Gaga.
Just because it was fun. But now she's making waves as an actress. As we just kind of got our first look at Lady Gaga as
that snapshot of her as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn in the new Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And I'm super excited to be able to see that.
Good.
I mean, it looked like Lady Gaga. Yeah, that's what the photo
looked like. Yeah, but I'm
like.
glad they're not trying to cartoonize Harley Quinn.
Yes, that is fun because it also is like it's like the start of Harley Quinn.
Nitty-gritty. Like real life nitty gritty, like it's like the world that his Joker is.
Yes, exactly.
And so I'm glad they're not. And again, she is Harlan Quinzel at the moment, but.
Yes, but it is a little bit closer to how you'd picture the realistic transformation of it. And I think Lady Gaga was a great pick for that casting for Harley Quinn, as she's definitely going to be do a great job next to Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I think I'm looking forward to watching that a lot.
I am as well.
Yeah, well, definitely awesome stuff on today in music history. Well, if you guys want to get ready for some upcoming PGL nights next week, we'd love for you guys to sign up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it.
Absolutely, and we love highlighting all the players who sign up at PGL.world. So the members who just did so were T. Verbo Van, Strucker, Pap Hawk, The Pup, Frankie, LLT 17, Pink Girl, T Money, Genie 28, Louie, Grammy, Irish Luck, Roxy Ninja, Geo Carjo, as well as Rod Jen, all signing up. Nicely done, everyone joining up in the Pilot Gambling League.
Yeah, and those players are now competing to get into those PGL top 10s. Those top 10s got some big shakeups last night on that wild Wednesday. And now in 10th place, getting bumped back from 7th, we got Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 364,000 points. With 377,000 points in 9th place, moving from unranked to this spot, we got OE50 over at Stanchion Bar. Before I get into our top 8 players, we do have a Musco going out.
That's right. Burn Dog over at Son of a Butcher's Bar and Grill is taking home that Musco, $29.50. Nicely done in this round number 9. We're about to be enrolled in a round number 10 now.
Yeah, awesome stuff for you, Burn Dog. Hopefully we can give out that minor prize in this game 10, as it's already at $124 before anyone gets enrolled. But back to the top 8 players in these PGL standings. 8th place getting bumped back from 6th place just last night. We got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 378,000 points. With 395,000 points, moving back from 5th into 7th, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. Moving up from 10th into 6th, we got Big Dog over at Falls Bar with 396,000 points. With 429,000 points in 5th place, moving up from 9th, we have Devoided over at the Roadside. Our top 4 players did stay put in their spots, as 4th place is Panda over at the Roadside with 512,000 points. With 526,000 points in 3rd place, we have Days Dream over at Monty's Sports Bar. 2nd place is Sherbert over at Broadway Pizza, Brooklyn Park, winning 531,000 PGL points so far this season. But the number 1 player is really starting to run away with it with 666,840 points in Season 13. We have Jake over at Eagles Albert Lay.
Nicely done to all of our players in the entire top 10s for PGL standings. On the location side of things, we jump right into 10th place, coming in from unranked. It's Leo's Bar Newmarket. They sit with 1,241,460 points. Then right past them in 9th place, we got the Stanchion Bar of Hamill. They sit with 1,360,575 points. Then in 8th place, it's Eagles Austin. They have 1,406,760 points. Seventh place is Leo's Sports Bar Mazeppa. They have 1,407,940 points. With 1,438,395 points. In sixth place, it's the Cabin Bar Nicolette. Fifth place, it's American Legion Cleveland. They have 1,518,005 points. With 1,727,660 points. In fourth place, it's the Alibi Gilbert. While in third place, it's the Benton Station of Sauk Rapids. They have 1,841,730 points. Second place is PJ Supper Club of Avon, and they have 1,981,465 points. But running away with it this season in first place, it is Eagles Albert Lay. They have 2,299,940 points so far.
Yeah, good job to all those locations and players killing it in these PGL standings. We got just 3 seconds before we're in this game number 10. $160 available on the minor prize. We'll see if we can give it out in this one, as we got a little bit of wild news to talk about. As just last night, Dennis Malgin scored for the second consecutive night. Nathan McKinnon got his 5th goal in 5 games since the All-Star break, and the Colorado Avalanche beat the Minnesota Wild 3-2 on a Wednesday. Kirill Kaprizov did score his 31st goal of the season, and Joel Eriksson added his 21st of the season for Minnesota, which has lost 5 of 6 since the All-Star break and has been outscored 19-10 in the process. Just not what we've wanted to see from our Minnesota Wild. We haven't been playing good on either end of the floor, defensively or offensively. I mean, a bigger highlight, I feel like, on the offensive side of the ball, as we of the puck, as we have just not been able to score at the high level that we've become accustomed to since drafting Kirill Kaprizov.
Absolutely, but we have another game coming up just tomorrow where we can redeem ourselves up against the Stars at 7 p.m. And in the meantime, if you want to show your support for our Wild, you absolutely can by playing Let's Go Wild anywhere that you guys can play Pilot games, and check out that Slap Shot bonus round to take home some huge prizes.
Oh yeah, but while you guys are getting after it in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo, working closer to those prizes, we do have a little fishing report we can check in with the Ellie area, done by Arrowhead Outdoor Fishing Report on February 15th. Spring-like temperatures have anglers thinking springtime panfish. Many anglers were not disappointed. Anglers found crappies very active this last weekend. Deeper holes in 20 to 30 feet of water was where anglers found active crappies and sunnies. Soft plastics, waxworms, and crappie minnows were all very effective on panfish.
Absolutely, that's some awesome stuff. So make sure you guys are having fun and getting out there now that spring is right around the corner, getting ready for our back to original fishing season. But if you guys want to be out there having fun with Pilot games, catching huge jackpots with us, we would love to see that as well. So if you are out there taking home big jackpots, holding up your favorite eTab game, or just having fun with your friends playing Pilot games, snap a picture of it and send it our way. Just like you, Line, playing over at Pit 611 over in Lake Unic Township, you are taking home that must-go prize, $28.50. While you guys are playing Pilot games, if you want to take your picture and send it our way, you can share it directly with us on Facebook, with us by emailing us at jackpots@pilotgames, or you can just share them on any of your social medias with the hashtag PilotGames. We'll scoop it right on up and put it in our rolling screen. We love highlighting all of those player pictures.
Oh yeah, but we just have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get enrolled into a game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. We only have 2 more games with you guys live, trying to give out these great prizes. Don't worry if they don't. They will grow and roll over to our 1 to 4 time of Game Day Bingo. But we're hoping to be able to give out these prizes here with you live, and we got a high probability, as that minor prize is sitting at $190 you guys can take home in 62 balls or less, just 1 minute and 50 seconds. While you guys are getting enrolled, though, for this second to final game, we have some Vikings news, and we're going to be checking in with a mock draft. And this is a scenario where, what if a quarterback falls to us? At the number 23 pick, mocking in this mock draft, we would be taking Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson. The tools that Richardson has are second to none. He has a cannon for an arm and is built like a Mack truck at 6'5", over 330 pounds, while also having incredible pocket presence. Richardson does a great job of trying to throw the ball downfield before he takes off running, which he also also is tremendous at. Yeah, he's one of those guys that is a very current style quarterback, and if we ever want a little bit of a project piece to sit behind Kirk Cousins for maybe a year or two, I think this would be a great pickup as he just has so much upside with that 6'5", 230-pound frame. I mean, built with all the arm talent in the world. I feel like that's a great pickup for us, and would be a fun it's a fun solution in this mock draft.
Absolutely. Another prospect we're looking at is number 87, Wisconsin.
That would be the pick we take him at.
Okay.
87.
Okay. He's a Wisconsin
D-tackle.
D-tackle, Keanu Benton. Benton solidified his stock at the Senior Bowl and has some dominant tape from his time with the Badgers. He has sledgehammers for hands and has the quickness and savvy to beat offensive linemen at the point of attack.
Ooh, that would be an interesting pickup. I would need to look a little bit more at him, but I think D-tackle is one of those positions we'll definitely need to draft in this upcoming draft. Another position that is definitely of need is the cornerback position. They don't have us taking a cornerback all the way back to the 118th pick out of Miami, Florida. Cornerback Tyreek Stevenson. Stevenson is an aggressive press man coverage cornerback that won't be bullied by receivers at the line of scrimmage or at the stem. His quick reaction time is a net positive, and he attacks the ball with a controlled, reckless abandon. That's a really good thing to see. He looks like the kind of guy that would really grow from learning under the tutelage of a guy like Patrick Peterson.
Absolutely. Well, that's some exciting stuff. We'll keep you guys updated with everything that the Vikings decide in their offseason, everything they're picking up and who they're looking at. But in the meantime, if you want to show your support for them, you can by playing the awesome eTab game, Vikings Victory. If you pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus round, you could end up taking home some huge prizes. It is a lot of fun and a great way to show your support.
Yeah, it definitely is. But since we do play one Vikings-themed live bingo game every single day, we got to go over the standings that it affects, and that's the Skull Bingo standings. In 10th place right now, we have Chad over at the Trail Stop Tavern with 42,000 points. With 45,000 points in 9th place, we have Rock Rider over at Incline Station Bowling Center. 8th place is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 48,000 points. With 49,000 points in 7th place, we have Lover over at American Legion Spicer. And then in 6th place, we have Boots over at Trebek's Bar and Grill with a nice total of 54,000 points. With 60,000 points in 5th place, we have Brenda over at JB's Tavern. 4th place is Kool-Aid over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 61,000 points. With 77,000 points in 3rd place, we have Jelly over at American Legion Stillwater. 2nd place, starting off the 100,000 point club, we have Brother Nate over at the Chart House with 101,000 points. And in 1st place, we have Tanya over at JR Mac with 193,000 points.
Oh, yeah, awesome stuff. Nicely done to Tanya, closing in on the 200,000 point club. That's some awesome stuff, but nicely done to the entirety of our top 10s as well, competing all season 13 long. But before we jump into the location standings, we got a winner, taking home that minor prize.
Yeah, Rufus over at Belchester Tavern taking home a nice $198 minor jackpot in this game number 11. We are now getting rolled into our final game with me and Jordy here with you guys for Game Day Bingo. So make sure you guys are getting rolled, press and play, $30.70 going to be just added to as you guys get enrolled into this game number 12. So it should be a pretty good must-go to end off these great games.
Absolutely, but I'm going to jump right into the location standings for the Skull Bingo standings, because in 10th place we got the Muddy Cow of Coon Rapids with 78,000 points. With 84,000 in 9th place, it's American Legion Moorhead, while in 8th is Danny's Dugout sitting with 90,000 points. Kicking off the 100,000 point club in 7th place, we got VFW Dilworth. They have 119,000 points. With 123,000 points in 6th place, it's American Legion Stillwater. 5th place is Trebek's Bar and Grill. They have 134,000. With 140,000 points in 4th place, it's the Benton Station. 3rd place, it's the Tart House. They have 150,000 points. With 264,000 points in 1st place, tying it up, closing in after 2nd, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, tied it up with JR Mac, both now in that 1st place spot, both with that 264,000.
Whew, definitely awesome stuff there. We do just have 1 minute and 30 seconds for you guys to get enrolled into this final game of Game Day Bingo. While you guys are getting after it, we're going to go over some highlight celebrities that we'd love to talk about, and I'll let you take the first one.
All right, in 1935, we got Sonny Bono. He is the American musician vocalist. He did Sonny and Cher, I Got You Babe. He was a songwriter for the song Bang Bang and Needles and Pins. He was also an actor in the original Hairspray, and he was also a politician as he was a member of Congress from 1995 to 1998.
I did not realize that he was also on Congress. That's crazy.
Know
Sonny Bono, I mean, very, very iconic for him and Cher as a duo. And I know that you always say that you love Sonny and Cher, and really only half of it, and that's the Cher half. But definitely awesome stuff. You know, part of one of your favorite musical duos, I feel like. Sonny Bono, happy birthday. The next celebrity that I would like to highlight is going to be 1958, Ice-T, American rapper. He did OG, Original Gangster, and was an actor in New Jack City, Tank Girl, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, as well as he just rapped in a bunch of different things, appeared in a bunch of different things. He's kind of just an iconic person.
Yeah, absolutely. You're missing his most iconic film series, Are We There Yet?
Are we there yet?
Isn't that what he's in?
Are you sure you're not getting Ice Cube mixed up with Ice-T?
I definitely am. I definitely am. I'm confusing him with Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube. We're talking about Ice-T. Different rapper. Yes. Well, happy birthday, Ice-T.
All right, happy birthday. Next up, we'll do in 1959, John McEnroe, the American tennis player. He won the American Open from 1997 through 81, and then again in 1984. He won Wimbledon in 1981, 83, and then again in 1984.
Yeah, probably the American tennis player that I've heard of the most, John McEnroe. Born in 1972, Jerome Bettis, American Pro Football Hall of Fame running back, just a bulldozer of a human being. Won the Super Bowl in 2005, was a first-team All-Pro in 1993, 96, and was a six-time Pro Bowler.
Very cool stuff. Happy birthday. In 1974, we got Mahershala Ali. He is the American actor. He did Moonlight, Green Book, and he is the new Captain America.
No, he is not.
Is that not him?
No, he's going to be the new Blade.
Oh, okay. I knew he was going to be in Marvel.
Yeah, he's going to be the new Blade. He's going to be playing what was I'm blanking on his name. Gosh. But yeah, he'll be in the new Blade series. Should be some really, really cool stuff.
Very cool. I really want to see the Green Book.
Yeah, I've never seen much of his movies outside of his appearance in Luke Cage, and I didn't realize that he was in The Eternals.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
Happy birthday, Mahershala Ali. Next up, born in 1989, we got Elizabeth Olsen, an American actress. Was a part of Martha Macy May Marilyn.
Yeah.
Also plays Scarlet Witch in the Avengers films.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. And lastly, in 1990, we got The Weeknd. He's the Canadian musician. He did Blinding Lights and Starboy.
Yeah, and lots of other big hits. We do have Mommy K, 8383 over at Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, taking home a nice Musco prize of $50 in this one. You guys are about to get enrolled into a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo action. As you guys are getting enrolled, we have a nice player spotlight. Brad Coon over at Smoke Barbecue, who took home $7,782. Over at Smoke Barbecue, they were supporting a great charity, the Byron Youth Football Association. They are a non-profit corporation run entirely by parent volunteers whose mission is to provide fun, quality, and competitive sports programs to Byron and the surrounding areas. Just awesome stuff, and a little reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins.
Have a good one, guys.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the Pilot Kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Thank you.